The water lily. This one sounds like an all-you-can-eat Chinese buffet where a certain Australian gentleman went for a succulent Chinese meal where the police heavy-handedly treated him to a democracy manifest. So the history on this drink. This drink traces its roots back to 2007 and the Little Branch Bar in New York City, which is in a neighbourhood called Tribeca. It was created by Richard Bucato, and 2007 to me was a year before the world went to shit. Let's go on to the ingredients. I'm doing a little bit of an experiment today. Because I see Creme de Violette is in it, and it's very perfumey, very soapy, it sometimes needs an assertive gin to pull it into place. Thus, I'm going for Tanqueray, which is the hard manner gins I find. And it's a bit of a case of the bully ingredients like Creme de Violette, or if you're making Negroni or Campari, you need an assertive gin. But I think I do know how this cocktail is going to taste because it brings us on to our other ingredients. We've got a triple sec here. I'm using Cointreau. You can use any sort of brand of triple sec, doesn't matter, but Cointreau is always usually my go-to, or Combia. And then we've got fresh lemon juice, which I'm not going to be juicing. I've got a lemon here, but this one I've already pre-juiced because the little elbow juices you use can be really messy. Right, let's kick off the proceedings. I'm going to start off by adding 3/4 ounce, that's 22.5 ml of gin to our shaker. And I've gone through this a little bit too much this week because I had too many gin and tonics when I was watching the World Cup the other night. Let's start off with the dreaded perfume ingredient. Creme de Violette. And once again, we want 3/4 ounce, 22.5 ml. Now some of you might be thinking, you're making a drink with Creme de Violette, why haven't you gone for Empress gin? I gave my reasons earlier. I think I want a bit more of an assertive gin. But I'm on the fence a little bit with this one. It's not really like an aviation style cocktail. It's more of like a corpse reviver #2. So that moves us on, next ingredient. 3/4 ounce, 22.5 ml of Cointreau or triple sec. And lastly, we need to put this house in order and bring our citrus component. And that is going to be, once again, 3/4 ounce, that's 22.5 ml of fresh lemon juice. When this wants to get out, I'm going to invest into one of those bigger juicers one day, but this will have to make do for the time being. All right, plenty of ice. Shake for around 10 to 13 seconds. When it wants to come off. Now you want to double strain this into a chilled coupe glass. A Manhattan glass would do as well. But we hate them on this channel because they spill all over the place whenever I drink with them. And then what we're going to do is we're going to garnish with an orange peel, which I've sort of cut into a certain pattern. If you want to know what they are, they're sort of serrated paring scissors you can get online. Okay, the taste test. Very citrusy, that's my first impression of this drink. I thought it would end up this way because you've obviously got a bit of Cointreau, which is orange based, and then you've got lemon juice. You can taste a little bit of the gin. My experiment didn't go how I wanted it to a little bit because I thought the Tanqueray really sorted out. And it has got that sort of Parma Violet sort of quality, which you do get from the Creme de Violette. Is it a good one? bit undecided on this. It's pretty kind of, say a little underwhelming, I think would be the word I'd use. I wouldn't say it's terrible, but then again, I don't like florally drinks, so this is okay. So the final scores. I'm going to be respectful in this one because I can understand people do like floral drinks. If you like an Aviation, you're going to love this drink. So I'm going to give this a respectable 7.1 out of 10.